Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a product review. The product that I'll be reviewing today is the Artis Oval 7 brush. I was lucky enough to receive this for my birthday, so we will go over the packaging, the actual product, and then the application, and we'll see how that turns out. Alright, keep watching. Okay, so let's go over the packaging together. So I have the Mirror Finish collection. I think it's called the Elite Collection Mirror Finish, and it just says on the front Artis Oval 7 brush, and then on the back it tells you what Artis brushes are good for in general, and then on the bottom it tells you what the Oval 7 is specifically good for. So it says like the Artis Oval brushes are great for foundation, eyeshadow, blush, concealer, bronzer, and then it says the Oval 7 is wonderful for applying foundation and medium-sized areas like the face, the cheekbones. It applies blush beautifully, and it's good for contouring. I mostly got the brush for foundation application, so that's what we're going to test it for today, but in the future I will try it out with bronzer and blush. So when you open up the box, this is what it looks like. So then this is what the brush looks like I said, a bona fide spoon. And then like there and right there. So it also kind of looks, a lot of people say it looks like a very dense hairbrush. And I always thought everybody was being like dramatic and exaggerating when they said how soft it was, but they really, really aren't. The bristles are extremely densely packed, so that's designed so that it doesn't absorb as much product, so you won't need as much foundation and whatnot. It's a lot lighter than what I thought it was going to be, and the brush, like I said, is crazy soft. You could just like cut yourself with it. It's a little weird, but it's okay. The Artis Oval 7 runs for $62 American, and I live in Canada, so it's quite a bit more. And then it's like $30 shipping. So my parents had gone to Florida, and we're lucky enough that they got it for me while they were there. Okay, so first I'm going to apply my Becca Backlight priming filter, and this is the primer that I always use. And then I'm going to use my tried and true foundation combination. So it is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 4, and then the only other foundation that I have light enough for me is the Revlon ColourStay in the shade Ivory. So I'll be mixing those two together with a drop and a little tiny sample of the Smashbox Primer Oil. So I just mix those together. We'll do half of this first. I'm going to apply a little bit less product than I normally would. Apparently you don't need as much. Oh my god, so much extra product. Okay, so powder that all over 1/2 of the face. And then I'm going to take a brush, and you just use like long strokes to blend it in. So starting on the cheek, and our cheek is blended out. That was so fast. Okay, I can dig it. Okay, and the nose. Let me try. So much product. And get up in here with this brush. And then forehead. So now I'm just petting my face basically. It's all rubbed in. I'm not ready to stop yet. Okay, well that was extremely quick. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And then same thing, just long strokes. I thought this would feel a lot more awkward to hold and to use, but it's actually quite comfortable. so far it's looking really nice. Like, it doesn't seem to have, well, obviously, like, I've used this foundation combination, so I know I like it, but it's not getting in any of my dry spots around my nose. Like I said, it just blended out so seamlessly. Let's add a little bit more and see how we can get this brush to layer, like it layers nicely. So I'm just going to put a couple more drops on my on my cheeks, and then on my nose, and I'll just see if I can get up in between the brows. Now, I feel like I've got a lot of product after I blend it from my nose that's going towards my mouth. So it's just a little bit of an adjustment, getting used to the fact that you don't need nearly as much product as what you think you do. This is what it looks like. I'll come a little bit closer. As you can see, it looks really nice. It blended everything out beautifully. No harsh lines, and it took me no time at all. So far, this product gets a thumbs up from me. I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and we will discuss my final thoughts. I'm aware that my orange shirt does not match this makeup look, but we're going with it. Okay, so I'm back to give my final impressions on the Artis Oval 7 brush. So overall, the brush is definitely expensive. It is most definitely a luxury item. However, I absolutely love the way it applied foundation. I think it did an amazing job. It took me absolutely no time to do it, and the result was flawless and seamless with, like I said, no streak marks, and it just looks amazing. I'm so impressed with the final result. So would I say that it's a necessity? No. But if you have a little bit of extra money lying around, let's say for Christmas or your birthday, or you have a birthday coming up or something like that, and you don't know what to ask for, I would definitely recommend this product. So while I think it's an awesome addition to your collection, I don't think it's a necessary item, but would I recommend it? Of course I would. Like I said, this brush, you saw it in real time. I didn't have to speed it up or anything, and it took me 45 seconds. That's being generous with me, like, petting my face. You guys saw that. I was finished blending out the foundation. I really do love the brush. Since I have it, I'm definitely going to continue using it. Like I said, it's not something that I think you need to go run out and buy, but if you have a little bit of extra money, I would definitely highly recommend it. So as for the rest of the Artis line, I know they have a liner brush, they have a small round eyeshadow brush, and then they have a larger line of the oval brushes. So they have smaller oval brushes for concealer and whatnot, and they have larger oval brushes that can be like this big. So will I go run out and buy one tomorrow? No. Like I said, it's very expensive to get to Canada, but in the future I will definitely be trying out the brushes just based off how much I loved the current brush that I just tried. I was really surprised by A, how soft it actually was, because I thought people were exaggerating. B, the ease and blendability of the brush took absolutely no effort. So overall, I'm really pleased with how the brush performed. It lived up to its expectations, if not like exceeded it, and I'm very excited to keep using the brush. So I think that's everything that I have to say about the brush. If I have any other points, then I'll leave it in the down bar if I missed anything. But yeah, overall I'm really impressed with it, and I will definitely continue using it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye! Alright guys, so not only did I just record the whole video without actually recording it, I just recorded it without sound too. So, take 3. I'm going friggin' blind from this ring light, man. And C, I don't know what C was. Shit, what was C? I don't know.